Hello and welcome to the top four of the Aldershot Regional with me, Rebecca Gillard, and joined as always by Richard.
What up, bitches?
That's a new one. So, in this game then we've got Isian on the right playing NW Fealty and me on the left playing Greyjoy Rains.
Again?
Yeah, I made it to top four.
What?
Are you impressed?
You?
I mean, like you can just about see that you are actually sitting right next to me also in the top four.
Oh yeah, but that's me, innit? But you're in the top four.
That sounds so surprised. Cheeky little shit.
It's been a while since you played a good deck at a tournament.
I'm not sure how offended I need to be right now.
Well,
Am I being insulted repeatedly here?
No, you keep playing Start, which is like mildly annoying and not good.
I like Stark.
Yeah. But Greyjoy Rains is better.
Yeah, it is the best that I've done in all tournament season.
It is true. I mean, it's no third place at Dockside, but, you know.
Actually. Yeah, Stark, I came top 3.
I thought that's what you were going to come back with earlier, but you just ignored it.
No, I kind of forgot, to be honest.
It's been so long ago.
It feels like ages ago now. But anyway, let's focus on the game at hand. So basically, Isian is like Greyjoy King and has been performing ridiculously well for about the last 6 months solid, winning everything. So coming into this, playing his favourite deck, Greyjoy, I wasn't filled with confidence, shall we say.
I mean, on the plus side, it is my version of the Greyjoy Rains deck. And if Isian's expecting it to be exactly like his,
then he's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't embarrass the markets,
no.
etc. But you did fall into the trap.
I know. I don't like Summer Harvest. I'm never playing it again. Like this tournament, I think I got caught 3 times. Bloody Varys' Riddle to Summer Harvest. And at this point, Isian's just explaining to me how the vaults work with Summer Harvest. Because I always get confused with Varys' Riddle versus Summer Harvest. So basically, first player chooses the value of X and X is 2. But then, X is 0, but then he gets +2. You need to help me with this, Richard. You need to make sure I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
Stop looking at the TV. Turn the TV off. But then because of the vaults, when he's triggering the vaults, he can then decide that the Summer Harvest is worth 7 or
yeah.
something. Can you explain this properly?
Not really.
Oh.
Okay. It's wanky. It is. It's weird. It's dodgy. Even when you only get 2 gold from Summer Harvest, he can still trigger his vaults and get 2 gold.
Yeah, because that's what he was saying.
Yeah, it's one of them rulings. It's sometimes I think it's better if you just don't try to understand it and just accept that it works this way.
That's basically what I did in the end. Isian was sort of saying, yeah, it's this. And I was like, oh, really? I don't know this.
So,
and then I was just going to go with, but then he was like, oh, call a judge and the judge can explain for you. I was like, okay.
So essentially the rule is, with Varys' Riddle against Summer Harvest, if the Riddle player goes first, he can just control the gold you get.
Yeah.
Okay. And somehow Underground Vault is always 2, because you can make it so. They're the only things you need to know.
Thank you.
Not you, just people.
Oh, okay.
Anyone who may listen to this drivel can now realise they may have learnt something. Or nothing, because they probably knew this anyway.
I didn't know it.
Now you know.
Oh, I know now. So, yeah. Vaults, Summer Harvest, Varys' Riddle, all very annoying. But never mind. I've got Euron, I've got a Chug Muffin, and I've got a location. And I've got a milk on my Euron, which is really annoying, so I was really hoping to steal some good locations from the Night's Watch player. So, never mind. Isian, though, he has a Old Forest Hunter, Sam, Haunted Forest, and Castle Black, and he's got 2 vaults out now as well. And also Benjen has just been played. So, he's got a pretty nice board, I think. Not got the wall yet.
You're too busy inspecting your finger now to even look at what Isian's doing.
No, I'm looking
and
what
you're
he's
like,
doing.
la 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 la. Come on, Isian, hurry up. That's what you're like. Is this the 3rd Isian game in a row?
Possibly.
Isian's dominating our stream.
That's what happens when you get to the top tables, isn't it?
But we're not recording the top table. We're recording table 2.
No, I think this is table 1 now.
This is table 2. I'm at table 1 with Callum.
Oh.
Sorry, love.
Oh.
Don't be sad.
I thought I was at table 1.
Don't be sad.
I thought we swapped it, so I was at table 1.
Yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did then. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds good. Has Isian finished marshalling now?
Yeah.
You put a dagger on Sam.
Yeah.
Cool. That's going to go nicely with his 2 volts. Is that a wall or Castle Black?
I already went through these.
Yeah,
Castle Black, Haunted Forest, and 2 volts.
Alright, chill out. Chill.
Oh, yeah.
I was
If
just
you
watching
listened to
TV.
me the first time. So I've used a sea tower and my chud to play out a shipwright, which I've then used to kneel Castle Black. And then I thought, actually, I can't marshal anything else, so I'm just going to save 2 gold. I should have just left the chud standing and kept 1 gold.
Yeah.
But yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
I can sort of pretend that I've got Last of the Giants and Devour or something just to freak him out, which I obviously don't, but I can just pretend that I do.
He's almost definitely not freaking out at that.
Yeah, he's probably not that bothered, is he?
Is he just going to crush you in this game, or?
Hey, don't be so mean.
I mean, the start seems very Isian-centric.
Well, the game is 50 minutes long.
Holy
so
shit.
He doesn't just crush me in this game, alright?
He crushed you slowly.
Hey, I might win this game. You never know.
I like how you're doing, sassy hand movements. To nobody except me.
Give me a fucking chance, alright?
You're checking your plots out.
I am.
Oh, that's just game.
Yes, because I am Rains. So, Isian did a military with the Old Forest Hunter. I let it go unopposed and killed the Chud. He's obviously somewhat reluctant to an intrigue because I might be able to get Rains triggers, especially with my boats.
So if you attack him, he's going to have 4 strength, possibly on defense, and you can boost to 8. So you can't trigger Rains anyway.
Yeah.
Unless... Well, no, that's it.
Nope.
But you're going to go in for intrigue rate anyway.
Well, I figured that I'd try and steal something from his hand and reduce his options a little bit.
Fair enough.
And you always told me that intrigue near the beginning of the game is better.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, intrigue better in the middle game. Military good early game.
Oh.
Did you just remember it wrong?
Probably is me.
But that, that's not necessarily a catch-all. But
yeah, but I don't want to be killing Benjen early and giving him extra power early and shit like that.
But that's something I always believed. I always believed that military is good early game, intrigue mid game, power late game.
You still stand by that?
Mostly.
But look what I got!
But intrigue early game seemed good in this particular example.
I got a Gorin!
You did get a call in.
Which I was very happy to see go. Because I was like, my little shipwrights need to be on the board here to control some of Isian's annoying locations.
Yeah. So Isian's winning 2-0.
That's alright, I can deal with that.
But he had no wall.
Nope.
Which means it's just a bit of fighting at the moment.
Yeah. It's alright. I got this shit.
Yeah, are you going to play another economy plot now? Or?
Yeah, of course I am. I don't have any cards. On the board, I mean.
Oh, I can say you have cards. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So at this point, I've got a Dagmar in hand.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, I want my Dagmar to steal everything. Please don't take my Dagmar. And he didn't.
That's what we do not say.
Yeah. Which is another card that I prefer not for him to have taken.
It's not that likely you're getting unopposed.
Exactly. Yeah. It's Night's Watch. It's going to be extremely difficult for me to get unopposed. And I'm just happy he didn't hit any of my characters, especially Dagmar.
So you're going to get 10 gold plus you've got a reducer.
Mm-hmm. I got all the boats!
That's quite dangerous if you're going first.
Especially with Dagmar.
Especially with Dagmar.
Boosty boats and Dagmar going first.
That's
Dagmar's on 11 strength.
I can math, it's okay.
Take what I want.
Yeah, but what are you going to take?
everything.
You're going to take some trees and a castle.
Yeah.
Well, castle seems good. At least he can't use it.
Dun da da dun.
Wow.
It's your favourite.
Yeah, Dagmar's alright.
You love Dagmar.
He's alright.
You love Dagmar.
Oh, he's alright.
He's your favourite.
He's fine. He's an ugly bastard, but he's fine. You're going to nail the one you're not going to steal.
I'm kneeling Castle Black. Just because that seems annoying. I don't like Castle Black. They defend and they get to stand again. Theon will help.
Theon can help.
Mm-hmm.
He can net you an unopposed power at this point.
He can indeed.
Isian's got all 3 vaults.
Mm-hmm. He's got all the economy for the rest of the game set up on round 2.
Yeah.
And I have 1.
Well, it's fine because you've played economy plot. Oh, Isian's got the wall now.
He does.
Which is, you know, okay. I mean, he's probably going to trigger it unless he gets another... Unless he doesn't... He's going to trigger it unless he can't get a power icon down that's small enough to oppose Theon. Like Howder, who's 3 strength still, so...
So, I can get an unopposed power through here.
You obviously didn't have the milk or craven for Theon.
But what I want to do is I want to get rid of that haunted forest so that it doesn't go as not unopposed.
I mean, he can oppose your Theon, can't he?
How?
I don't know. Can he Howder opponents' characters, or is it Night's Watch only?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I think it's probably Night's Watch only.
I'm really not sure.
Otherwise that would be banter, wouldn't it? I'll increase Theon to 3 and then defend with Howder.
So I'm going with a military with Dagmar.
Straight in.
Straight in.
He's been thinking hard. He got head in hands. He's like, shit, Dagmar's got text. He does seem a little concerned. But, you know, you could be worried about killing Benjen. You can replace Klein.
Exactly. Why do you think I did the military?
Isian does a token block.
Yeah.
The forest goes down.
Yeah. So I'm just going through the motions here. So I'm saying it's not unopposed. Claim, and he's like about to grab it, and I'm like, but I'm going to replace claim.
Isian puts a protective hand on his wall.
I know. I was like,
You may not take this.
If I could take your wall, I would love to take your wall, but I thought Haunted Forest would be the best one to help me get through those unopposed challenges. Because I can keep Castle Black now with my shipwright.
You just take that next turn, right?
Exactly. Yeah, so taking the Haunted Forest, and this should mean that I can get through an unopposed power with Theon. Unless I'm stupid and do something wrong, which is entirely possible because it's me, and I'm taking far too long thinking about this. I know, it's okay, I'm doing the right thing. I was panicking then.
Because, I mean, you can also trigger your Rains. Unless you have Dolorous Ed. Because Sam is 2 strength, plus the dagger 4 strength. He can use Howder to kneel the attachment for 5 strength Sam. Whereas you're on at 6 strength with...
That's true.
With 6 strength in boats. So you could trigger Rains this round.
Thing is though, what would I use? What would I trigger it for?
Heads on spikes, Varys' riddle.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Have I got heads and spikes in my plot deck?
You don't need it, you just need Varys' riddle.
Oh yeah, have I got Varys' riddle in my plot deck?
Almost definitely. Everyone has the standy plot, the
So,
nearly plot, and the copy plot.
I know I should have probably done the intrigue, but I didn't.
Oh.
I know, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
I think I was thinking that I didn't want anything to die.
Okay.
And I wanted to be able to defend the military.
It's fair enough.
Because I want my shipwright to keep annoying stuff knelt. Theon obviously to get opposed. Dagmar to steal shit. And I didn't want to lose Duke just in case of a Valar or something.
It's fine. Probably the right call. I mean, you don't... It's good that you don't feel the need to range just because, haha, I can range.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have.
Why?
Heads and spikes might be good.
Might be. Might just be a total dud. You
Yeah.
might have hit a Dragonglass dagger. And then,
that would have been really good if it hit Dragonglass.
And then you would have, suffered a military claim. You might have got Ballard, etc., etc., etc. So maybe you made the correct call.
Yeah, sure. But now he gets unopposed power and unopposed intrigue.
He does, and insight.
And insight. And I only have 2 cards left, and he took my pilon.
Well, you only had 3 cards in hand. It was decent odds.
Yeah. So probably wasn't the best round for me. Although I did get rid of 1 Haunted Forest, which was nice.
Yeah.
I did take Dong because I had a gold left over, so.
But Isian's got all the economy now.
He does.
I don't think you need to worry too much about the economy in his plots.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you maybe do a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy with my board at the moment. I'd like a chud that's disposable, because I don't really want to get rid of any shipwrights at the moment.
That mean you're going to play coppers? Yep.
Yeah, we both are, actually. So I've got counting coppers on both sides there. And Isian's going first.
That reduces the power of your boats.
See, I made Isian first because obviously he's got the wall, and I didn't want him coming back and hitting me.
That makes sense.
So it was... I wasn't entirely sure what I should do with those kind of things during this game.
I think going second is always a good idea when you're playing against the wall deck.
Yeah, I mean that's what we've discussed in the past anyway. So I've, although I've got all my boats that could have boosted by 6, a 3 boost is still pretty nice. So
yeah, but it ain't 6, is it?
No.
What does Dagmar think about that? Have you asked Dagmar's opinion?
Dagmar is like the happiest looking dude ever. He doesn't care if I've got 6 strength boosts or 3 strength boosts. He's just going to be laughing all the way to the bank with his haunted forests.
I don't think Dagmar uses banks. He doesn't strike me as a sort of bank user. I don't think he's got a bank account. No.
It'd be more to rob the bank, right?
Well, yeah, I guess so. And then he really would be laughing all the way to the bank. I'm going to rob this bank with my really ugly face.
So another dragon glass dagger on Benjen there.
And
a couple of stewards at the wall as well. It's worth noting that I repeatedly forget the effect of the dragon glass dagger.
What the characters that are immune to character abilities, such as
Theon.
Oh, you make an error. Do you make an epic mistake?
Maybe.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
Why?
Because I know that you like me to do well when I made some mistakes.
Am I going to be disappointed?
You're always disappointed.
Shame on you. You're painting me in such a bad light.
Nah, you're not that bad, really.
Nah, I'm not that bad, am I?
You don't like eating.
I could be. I mean, we could play the game of what's Richard going to eat next.
Well, you've already had Jaffa cakes. You've got a box of chocolates on the table, and you're also watching. What are you watching?
I think it's the Canadian national final.
Oh, okay. So, it's good that you're paying that much attention to, to the commentary tonight.
Well, if you'd marshal a bit faster, we'd have something to talk about.
I am marshalling fast. I've marshalled an Iron Mines, and I've marshalled a Chud Muffin.
Hey, wait, there's
and
a haunted forest.
And I've marshalled a Little Bird on Dagmar, and I've used my shipwright to nil Castle Black. So, I did do stuff.
I'm over it. You've got a forest. Isian's got another forest.
Yeah, I know. Little shitbag. So I'm gonna nick it. Dagmar's gonna nick it. He's gonna nick all the forests.
I get the feeling you're more focused on stealing the haunted forest than you are winning the game.
I must admit, I did get a bit of Dagmar fever and just wanted to steal all of the locations possible.
He's addictive, I tell you. Once you've actually stolen something with him and replaced that claim and seen the light die in your opponent's eyes, it's actually amazing. It's quite nice. I think, actually, yeah, I could do this again.
You know what? From this weekend, I took one photo. And like, I looked back through my phone, and it's just a picture of Dagmar, and just
and the spoils of war.
and his accomplishments during the game. That's basically the only photo I took all weekend of bloody Dagmar and his spoils of war, as you say.
Has he got an intrigue icon now?
Yeah, he got a little bird, or whichever one it is, pointed. I don't know, one of them.
Wow.
So yeah, my Tricon Dagmar. I'm very
Tricon
happy.
Dagmar, yeah.
Although now I'm trying to math. Yeah, this is the point where I'm an idiot.
It's fine. I mean, everyone forgets about Dragonglass Dagger.
You're doing that deadpan face, which basically means they don't, but I'm trying to make you feel better. So I'm like, yeah, but Theon means that it's unopposed. And he's like, no, Dragonglass Dagger. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if your opponent generally marshals an attachment, I mean, generally, I would read the card.
Well, I do. And you even saw me at the beginning of the video reading pretty much every location that he'd set up. But I also have, as you know, an incredibly horrendously bad memory. So, yeah. I'm just trying to math and see if I can actually push this power challenge through. Definitely not. Which is really annoying.
That means your Haunted Forest will kneel. As a forced reaction to losing a challenge.
Yup. But, you know, I forget about this because, like, I don't normally have Haunted Forest. It's okay, Isian's going to remind me. There you go. Thanks, Isian. I'm, like, really confused.
You're doing that thing where you pat your stomach and laugh because it's so funny.
I was laughing at the irony of having to kneel Isian's Haunted Forest because I lost the challenge. So, I've still got a military and an intrigue challenge that I could do. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I can push through. I'm thinking now that Vengeance knelt, I can get through the military with Dagmar.
You can do Dagmar. Oh, shit.
But it's fine. Look what I got.
You really wanted to get Dagmar through. And Isian really wanted to stop Dagmar.
I know.
Are you going to take the other forest or Castle Black?
It depends if I win the challenge. You'll have to wait and see, honey.
You're going to win the challenge. Dagmar is going to be 8 strength.
Isian was just trying to discard another card using the Old Forest Hunter, but he'd already done so at the beginning of the phase, so we were just sort of discussing that.
Snaky fuck.
Did you say sneaky or snaky?
Snaky.
Okay.
Like a snake.
But I won the challenge! With Dagmar!
You're replacing claim again.
Yeah.
So, there is an argument for saying if you didn't replace the claim, you could be putting pressure on his board state. How do you feel about that?
I wouldn't, because he's got 6 characters on the board and he'd just kill a steward.
Yeah, but you would have won the military in the last round as well. So then he'd be on 4 characters.
Yeah, maybe. I probably should have, but I was just very excited about stealing locations, quite frankly. I had more fun this game just like pumping Dagmar up and stealing shit. And I think I just enjoyed the game for that. Probably should have played a little bit more seriously considering it's top 4. But I was enjoying Dagmar and, you know, we play the games to enjoy it, right?
Dagmar's amazing. I mean, you remember my top 16 game, right? At Nationals.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Has that video been posted yet? Oh, you didn't get recorded for that, did you?
No.
That was amazing. That was the best thing ever.
It was great.
So I'm now just considering if I can trigger Rains or not. I don't think I can get Rains through. I don't know why I'm even bothering to look at my plot deck, but never mind.
Just to, you know, remind Isian that Rains is the thing. Don't just chump block it.
Yeah.
He's not going to chump block it. He's going to try and win it. So he got, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strength on defense, and he can Howder kneel the daggers, and he can put Ed in, and he can just basically win it easily.
But that's okay, because I don't lose anything from it. But I know that he's got Ed in hand, although he does get insight, which is a little bit annoying, but never mind. I don't get renown or anything because he's milked, so it's not like I even lose renown. So, Dom and the wall boosts Isian quite a chunk there.
A chunk.
Which is annoying. But to be completely honest, I was quite happy with my Dagmar and my Haunted Forests.
I wonder what Isian's rationale is for the front row characters and the back row characters. You know, you got Forest Hunt on the back row, you got Benjamin on the back row, you know, the aggressive military guy. But then you got Howder, who's just like doing weird shit with attachment, and Sam, who's just being fat with his little dagger and getting cards. What's the criteria for front row, back row? Well, this is an important question that I don't think has ever been asked.
Isian specifically, or people in general?
People in general.
Well, in general, I don't know about other people, but I tend to put my bigger or favourite characters on the top row.
I can see.
And then claim soak and lesser characters on the second row.
Yeah, I can see that. Like Dagmar is right in the middle. He is super important right now. You're on just to the left-hand side.
Well, he's milked, so he's a nice tricon, but he's
not milked.
Well, he's not milked now because confiscation. So that's nice.
That's a threat, I guess.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm not sure he's worried really about any location.
I'm not
at the
so
moment.
bothered about that. I'm more bothered about getting renown to try and get pump up as quick as possible.
Yep.
Because against wall decks,
It's a race now.
It's a race, yeah. It's a race to get as much renown as possible and to outrush the wall, basically. So that is my aim at the moment, just to outrush the wall.
I mean, you got to save for Dagmar. You got to dupe for Euron.
Mhm.
So you can save your renown, guys, as it stands.
Tea time. So I'm considering if I want to use my shipwright or not to reduce his economy.
Go on, Isian. Marshal a haunted forest.
Did you see what he took with building orders?
No.
Nah, me neither. Yeah, I decided to use the shipwright to nail one of his things.
Heh.
Piss off. Yeah, I decided to use the shipwright to nail one. Oh, I think he took a milk actually. I think that's what he took with building orders, if I remember correctly from the time. Yeah, so anyway, I've used the shipwright to nail one of the economy things because I wanted to try and reduce what he could put out. Also because I had another one in hand, so I was thinking I'd just use the other one to nail the castle black and then through the wall. Was my logic.
Logical.
But he's quite a messenger raven, so it's going to help with his
No
draw.
more chump attacks for you.
And a shadow tower, which is really annoying. So this is one that when you win a challenge on defense, you kneel it and choose someone not to attack.
Yeah, that character cannot be declared as an attacker.
That's the one, yeah. Which is highly irritating. It's not too bad against Rains, but something like a crossing deck is extremely annoying.
Yeah, because Rain, you can go all in on one challenge.
Exactly. Whereas crossing, you want to be trying to do, really you want to do all 3 challenges, but you need to do at least 2 because the first challenge is a bit of a write-off, isn't it? So, and then the final location is Marshall there. Is that Eastwatch by the Sea? The one on the very end.
Yeah, it is.
And that's the one where if you win, you draw a card? No?
Not quite. It's a reaction to the dominant phase beginning.
Yeah.
And it's if you have a higher reserve than your opponent, you can draw a card.
Ah, okay. I went too far off. So he's marshaled that as well. So I was a bit annoyed. I was like, I should have saved my other shipwright so I could nail Castle Black and the Shadow Tower. But I didn't, so I couldn't.
Are you going to nail Castle Black?
I'm thinking, I don't know, Shadow Tower.
Yeah, you want to do more than one challenge. Huh?
Possibly.
If you're going to do
I wanted the option to be able to do more than one challenge. So, and also there's a lot of strength on the board, so it's going to be difficult to get things through anyway.
Yeah, well, I guess your first challenge isn't going to do that much to Isian's board state because if it's military or power, Isian will Castle Black it.
So in this point, I was like, I'm going to get Benjamin to kneel again and then I can do my thing with Dagmar because I'm an idiot and forgot that Castle Black is still standing this turn, so he can just restand him and the Dragon Glass Dagger means that Theon's ability doesn't work. You're looking so sad. I've got the last Jaffa cake because I saved one of mine and Richard ate all of his and I was jealous. So I'm going to take a mini break while I eat Jaffa cakes. Go for it, Richard.
I like how we have defined Jaffa cake. They're my Jaffa cake. They're your Jaffa cake. Thank you for rationing my Jaffa cake, Rebecca.
Well, there were 6 left, 3 each. That seems fair.
See the conditions I have to live with, people.
Hey, I could have given you 2 and had 4 for myself.
You've been eating chocolate. We've got some chocolate for moving house, and she's been pigging on them while I've not been here.
Pigging on them so
Girlfriend
much.
shaming.
We got them on...
Anyway, there's a game. People
on.
tune in to watch the game, but they're just pointing. There's a lot of pointing and some things. There's Isian doing a shuffle. Rebecca's doing an aggressive point.
I'm mathing.
Um,
It takes effort.
Isian kind of leaning back a little bit, thinking, whoa.
Aggressive pointer alert.
Straightens up his cards a little bit. Rebecca's doing a think still. She's done another point.
Oh, it's because Isian put his dice, including the strength on the wall, which I didn't like because I was adding that separately, so I asked if I can change the dice so it just showed the actual strength.
You're playing mind games with him. You're trying to irritate him slightly to make him tilt.
That wasn't what I was intending, but you know.
What are you nightmaring?
The wall, of course.
The wall, of course.
Which is why I didn't want his dice including the wall strength.
Did you only nightmare the wall to make maths easier? Because I feel like that's what you've done.
No. Isian passes... I've got a mouthful of laughter right now.
Well, stop interrupting, I'm talking.
Isian passes challenges, so then I could nightmares the wall so I can do my challenges, because it's already passed.
No, if you want to eat your Jaffa cake, you may eat it. I will quite happily carry the torch, as it were. So, help.
This is why I don't leave you to commentate on your own. Okay, Jaffa cakes are done. What?
What are you thinking here? Like, you're doing a head in hands.
I'm thinking...
It's if one of those...
I hate maths!
It's if one of those points in the game where the board states are too big, you don't know what you want to do.
That's basically it.
You've got a military and an intrigue left. Yeah. Are you going to go in for the renown? I guess you are.
Yeah.
Or perhaps you're going in for a possible Rains trigger. So you have 11 strength, plus 3 from the boat, which can give you 14. I think, can Isian get more than 9?
I think so.
He
Probably.
got 3 on Sam, 4, 5 from the Chud, 6, 7, 8 from Ed, but then he can Howder the attachment.
Oh yeah, another thing I forgot in this game was the was Howard's ability, which I may or may not have not taken into account.
So Isian can get to 10, and you can get to 14.
Yeah.
So he can prevent you from triggering Rains.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'd choose at this point.
What, the Rain trigger?
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to let me anyway. Or is he? I can't remember what he does at this point.
Isian's doing that thing where he made a decision and then regretted it immediately. But yeah, he can defend it.
Well, not completely, but enough so that Rains isn't
Enough
triggered.
to block Rains, you are correct.
Yeah. He really doesn't want this intrigue to go through, does he? He's really conflicted. Yeah, I'm not sure why he took his dice off either. I think he was just trying to confuse me.
It's working, I think.
I think I'm just confused from the maths, to be honest. So yeah, he's going all in with everyone to try and stop me from triggering Rains. So just so that I... Oh, here we go, doing the math. So I'd like to still get through the intrigue challenge, obviously. It'll keep Ed on the board, and I do run Valar, and I'm pretty sure Isian runs Valar too. So, you know, having him on the board would be better, because at least then we can get rid of him in Valar.
Well, you're winning 11 to 8 as it stands.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was it. And I think at this point I was thinking, well, I think I remembered that he had attachments at this point. And we're thinking, well, if I boost, it's just going to use the Howard's ability. Something like that. I can't remember. I'm sorry. It was a little while ago now.
Let him use his abilities. What are you going to do?
I think I just let it go and took the win as it was.
Is this the longest challenge phase in history?
I'm sorry. I'm really bad at making decisions and I'm really bad at math.
Hey, you got nightmares?
But I did get the nightmares, which is very nice.
It does seem quite nice.
And look, my Dagmar's got like 3 renown on him in 2 haunted forests.
I was going to say, did you take renown with Dagmar? Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
I couldn't see it on his head.
Yeah, they're the little power icons that you've made me. Well, you got made for me. They don't stand out as well on the camera though.
They do not. What a fail.
Yeah, how dare you make tokens that don't stand out?
I'm sorry.
Bad man. Maybe I just have to use my tag tokens again, they stand out. So I think I should have probably Ballard this turn. But yeah, me being a plonker didn't. So I played Clash of Kings. I think I was just thinking that I could try and rein him in a bit, just stop him from rushing ahead so much. But he obviously was anticipating me playing Valar because he's played here to serve, probably to go and grab Aemon and Neil to save somebody, which it didn't matter anyway because me being a plonker didn't Valar when I probably should have done. So.
That's not the first time.
Yes, I know.
You've done that.
There's certain cards that I'm really bad at timing with. Valar is one, Summer Harvest is another, and Varys, just I can't get my head around Varys, so yeah. And unfortunately my deck has like Valar and blimmin' Summer Harvest, like 2 of the things that I find the hardest to to time, but never mind. So I've used one of my shipwrights to kneel Castle Black. I think I was worried in case he had a nightmares or something, so I wanted to make sure I could use it. He's marshalled what do we call it? Practice Blade. So Sam now has a military icon, which is really annoying. And I've used my shipwright to kneel the Shadow Tower as well. So we've got 2 of the annoying things now, which is good.
Oh no.
I know.
No renown. Well, that's a shame. No Dagmar threat, no renown. Big fat board. Getting birds out. Got his draw online with Eastwatch. Got his reserve on point with Sam, Eastwatch and the Iron Throne. Gonna win Dom. This ain't looking good for you.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Greyjoy Rains.
What would you like to talk about?
Well, I think at the moment, and I think a lot of people would also consider that Greyjoy Rains is one of the strongest decks in the meta at the moment.
It does seem to be doing extremely well.
And it can attack on all fronts. Greyjoy are strong in power. They can use military effectively, and now with added range threat. Which, you know, do you remember the first time I built a Greyjoy Rain deck and you laughed at me and said that'll never work?
No, I wouldn't do that.
And yeah, and add location control to that.
Yeah.
It makes them very. You just texting your mum.
Well, Mum thought I was going round to get the car tonight, but I meant tomorrow night, but she got confused. So now she's like panicking and wondering where I was because I'm like 2.5 hours late.
Nobody needs to know this.
You asked.
I didn't really.
Kind of did. So yes, I'm just telling my mum that I'm very sorry, but I meant tomorrow night, not tonight.
Oh dear.
I know.
Shame.
You carry on commentating. I'll just be a moment.
I've lost my train now.
Just talk about what's happening on the board. It's fine. You can do this. You got this, hun.
This isn't my job. I'm just here to talk shit.
Well, yeah, you can talk shit for a bit. You're good at that.
You've marshalled a priest. The priest seemed good. I like the priests. They buffed themselves.
Carry on.
Isian kneeling a card. It's the Old Forest Hunter. The Old Forest Hunter has 2 strength. It is a military for 2 strength.
You're an absolute mom.
Rebecca lets the Haunted Forest take the hit and loses the military challenge. She points at Isian. Isian shuffles his cards. Rebecca smiles.
I think I might just leave you to do the commentary forever now, just in this manner.
Isian also points. Rebecca smiles some more. Where the hell is Claim? Here is Claim. Goodbye, Iron Island Fishmonger.
Oh dear.
Isian considers a second challenge. Rebecca talks to Isian. They both do some vigorous pointing.
I'm wondering how long I can keep this up for and just like leave you to it.
Oh, you feel free to come back in.
I'm quite enjoying Robot Richard.
Robot Richard?
Yeah.
I thought it was more like, animal documentary Richard.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Karen of Animal Documentary. Hey, wait. You're trying to say that me and Ithia are not animals?
Yeah, you're like a pair of rhinoceroses playing cards.
What? Rhinoceroses?
Is it rhinoceri? I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know. Did I say it wrong?
No, I'm just confused as why we're rhinoceros. This is Sigh.
Right, so you're doing something?
Maybe.
Intrigue.
Maybe.
Or is it power? Could be power. I think you need
It
to win
should be power, because I play Clash of Kings, so...
Yeah.
Really, I want a power challenge to actually go through.
You're not going to go in with Theon?
No, I don't need to. So this is where we wait and see if Isian does the pointy thing to calculate, right?
I was wondering, like, earlier, is confiscation. Who was the first player? Was it you or was it Isian? Well, either way, I just get to the point. Like, you tried to confiscate the milk rather than the Dragonglass dagger, which, couldn't actually nail the wall.
I know.
That would have been quite a good hit.
Yes,
in retrospect. But these are the things, like, you don't think about when you're playing in the game sometimes. And they're the things that I don't think about a lot when I play games. You sort of trundle along. It's only after the game you realise, actually, if I'd have played it this way, I could maybe affect the game in a different manner.
There's so many games that we watch and commentate on, and we say, oh, why didn't they do this? And why didn't they do this? And at the time, it's easy for us to say because we're looking from an outside perspective and we can see it. But sometimes, it's just a case of you're in the middle of a game. You've probably been playing Thrones for a good few hours.
Not an excuse.
You've probably got up very early.
Definitely
and
not
you're
an
probably
excuse.
against some horribly immensely good player like Isian and
this
thinking,
is what you got
shit.
up for. This is what you got up early for, to test yourself against this kind of player.
I think on this day I actually got up particularly early to make everyone's breakfast before we left, which is what normally happens.
We did the one where you stiffed us because we had to go early and you gave us a tiny breakfast and then you cooked massive breakfast with everyone else.
No.
Oh, that was London.
That was London.
Yeah.
And that was only because I miscounted how many people there were. To be fair, there was like 10 of us.
Yep. But I'm not bitter.
I made breakfast for 10 people.
Did you do Clash?
Yeah.
You got Claim and Clash, and then Isian took Dom and War.
Yes.
Cool.
So I finally got round to doing it, but I've probably done it at the wrong time now.
Well, he's going to get a shed load of gold to rebuild. He got loads of cards because he had 2 Messenger Ravens.
I know.
So sadly, yeah, probably a turn too late.
Yeah, but as we've already said...
Oh well. Shit happens.
Yeah. It's fine. I was quite glad that I wasn't just like a complete walkover in this game. And anyway, it's like 9-7. I'm not that far behind.
No. You're against the clock and you have no renown.
Shh.
Now Valar, of course, helps Isian because with fewer characters, you might do fewer attacks.
So I'm saving Dagmar with the Iron Mines. And Euron had a dupe, which was discarded to save him. Isian there, kneeling Aemon to save whichever one of those didn't have a dupe, and then using the dupe to save the other one. So Isian there has got Howder and Sam, and I've got Euron and Dagmar. I think I normally have the better characters if it wasn't for the fact that we've milked. But you know, it's
So what
fine.
happens when Isian Valar's next round?
I cry. So Isian, of course, getting 2 power because Benjen died. Well, kind of died.
Kind of died, kind of came back.
So Sam's got a dupe.
Isian playing 2 Sams.
Gold he's got, flipping heck.
Yeah, what happens when you get those limited economies early? Kind of warp the game a little bit.
And he's got another dagger. So...
What were you going to say, Dagmar?
Yeah, I know. So Sam's on stupid strength now.
Sam's found Benjen's dagger.
And what else we getting? Benjen! Oh yeah, I really wanted to see that. I'm so happy that Isian has another Benjen for him to kill off.
Stop complaining. You can change claim with Dagmar.
No, I can't. He's milked.
Shush. No one wants to hear your irrelevant truth.
And the Shadow Tower Mason there is a Tricon because of the amount of locations and attachments on the board. So I'm just sticking some little icons on him.
Whoever let the truth get into the way of good story.
We're meant to be like fairly commentating on these games.
Okay. You're going to lose this game.
Thanks. I do know that because I played it. and if I remember correctly, you sitting right next to me in the top 4 also lost your game.
I don't remember that actually, because didn't I have like, you know, some sort of medical issue which meant that I forgot everything and died.
I hope not. So I thought, sod this, I'm going to put out like Dampy, which would have been lovely last turn, but yeah.
Dampy?
Dampy. The savey Dampy.
Yeah. Could have knelt his shit out. Making a military you.
He is.
Cheeky scumbag.
I know.
Who does he think he is?
Ronnie Pickering.
If there's one person out there that understands that reference,
Please comment below.
shut up. What is it with you and getting people to comment below? You're obsessed.
Because then you have to answer the comments and it gives you extra work to do and it amuses me.
Oh man. So Isian won this game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you just killed Euron just for the hell of it.
Well, I'm not going to kill Dagmar.
You didn't know your Haunted Forest.
Yeah, we both forgot to take the Haunted Forest into account.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So you defended for 8, plus you knelt the boats for 11.
Mm-hmm. And he was on like 9.
6, 7, 8.
Because he knelt all the daggers as well.
Yeah, 9.
But it's fine, we're going to resolve this issue.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
See? I'm on the ball with this shit.
Well, I guess. Fine. Okay. We can accept that.
Yeah?
At least you went back and fixed it
Yes!
in a fair way rather than just ignored it and carry on. Because everyone hates those games.
Where you think,
where you
what
see a
if?
mistake and you think, oh, for God's sake, look at these players, they're shit. But in this case, they are shit, but they went back and realised they're shit. But they're not really shit.
Hey. Not their shit. I'm shit. Isian's a fantastic player.
You're not shit.
I don't know how the hell I got to top 4. I think it's only because I played your deck.
Nah, you're fine.
But no.
I mean, you don't play as much as Isian plays.
I don't.
And this is a game that rewards repetition and frequent play.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, have you ever played Flea Bottom?
Yes.
What?
I don't always play you know.
You were complaining in our meta that you'd never played with new cards for the last 2 packs.
Not. Oh, I've played with a couple of them, alright? So, yeah, I'm not bothering to attack. I kind of just want to go and chill out and do something else. So Isian gets the ball and Dom. I wouldn't have been able to get challenged to unopposed anyway. And then final plots. Valar, Benjen dies, Isian wins the game. And that's that. So one thing that we do need to confess to is that...
Confess?
Yes. Ben left us with the trusted task of recording the final But because
Oh yeah.
because I'm a bit of a plonker,
You fucked up.
I don't know how, but my camera somehow managed to turn itself into a camera rather than a video camera. So I've got a photo of the final, of the start and the end, but not the actual game.
If you want to see a photo of the final, just comment below.
So apologies, guys, but thanks very much for watching the videos as always. If you would like to support our channel, we're trying to get new microphones to go from this back, and you can support us on patreon.com/the White Walkers. But yeah, I mean, thanks everyone for watching as always, and we'll try and get the King of the North tournament out as soon as possible.
Yay, I look forward to it.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Now, Rebecca, go and edit that video.